In this video, we're talking about viral stories exploding every single day on Reddit, X, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And every story, no matter where it comes from, keeps screaming the same message. The middle class is not thriving, it's surviving. And the scary part? No one knows how long the survival can last. These stories are funny, shocking, uncomfortable, and painfully real. They show us comedy, fear, stress, burnout, and one brutal truth about life. If you don't learn how to control money, money will eventually control you. So in this video, let's break down real viral stories from the US told in a cinematic way and extract the financial lessons nobody teaches in school. Let's begin. Hi, I am Imran, the instructor of finance courses and data analyst. Story 1. The 23-year-old grad who got scared of adulthood. A 23-year-old college graduate from Austin posted a thread on Reddit that quietly went viral. He had just landed his first tech job. On paper, everything looked perfect. Good company, decent salary, stable career path. But instead of excitement, he felt fear. Real fear. He wrote that every night, instead of dreaming about the future, he found himself calculating numbers in his head. Rent, car payments, health insurance, student loans, everything started piling up mentally. So he decided to do what most people avoid doing early in life. He did the math. A one-bedroom apartment close to his office cost around $2,100 per month. Utilities, internet, and building fees added another $350. Subscriptions, phone plans, and digital services were about $180. His car payment, insurance, gas, and maintenance totaled nearly $900. Groceries and basic eating out were another $700. Health insurance out-of-pocket costs came to $300. His student loan payment was $450. When he added everything up, his basic monthly expenses crossed $4,900. And this didn't include vacations, emergencies, or savings. That's when reality hit him. To live comfortably and still save money, he calculated he would need at least $9,000 to $10,000 per month after taxes. And suddenly, adulthood didn't feel exciting anymore. It felt suffocating. He wasn't scared because he was broke. He was scared because the lifestyle he assumed was normal didn't match his income. The real issue wasn't inflation or the job market. It was assumptions. At 23, he assumed he needed a new car, a premium apartment, constant subscriptions, and a lifestyle that matched what he saw online. But those weren't necessities. They were choices shaped by social pressure. The lesson from his story is simple but powerful. Your lifestyle must follow your income, not your social feed. Early adulthood is not about looking successful, it's about building stability. Start small, grow skills, save aggressively. Financial anxiety at 23 isn't a money problem, it's a financial education problem. Story 2. The $150,000 earner who still couldn't buy a home. Another story that exploded online came from a professional living in San Francisco. He earned $150,000 a year, an income most Americans would consider a dream. Yet he described himself as financially stuck. The reason? Housing. A modest home in his area cost around $1.2 million. With current interest rates, the monthly mortgage payment would be close to $6,500. That alone would eat more than half of his take-home pay. After taxes, healthcare deductions, and student loan payments, he realized something disturbing. Buying a home would leave him with almost no flexibility, no room for emergencies, no ability to invest, no freedom to quit a toxic job or take risks. He wrote that his life would revolve around one thing only: paying the bank. The most painful line in his post was this: "If I'm struggling at this income level, how is everyone else surviving?" The problem wasn't his salary. It was the belief that owning a home in the most expensive neighborhood was a requirement for success. Society had taught him that renting meant failure and buying meant adulthood. But no one talks about the cost of that mindset. When housing expenses cross 40% of income, freedom disappears. Every decision becomes fear-based. You stay in bad jobs, you avoid risks, you delay life. The lesson here is uncomfortable but necessary. Renting is not throwing money away if buying traps you financially. Living in an affordable area is not a downgrade, it's strategic. A house becomes an asset only when it gives peace, not constant stress. High income doesn't mean you must make high-pressure financial decisions. Ego is expensive. Stability is priceless. Story 3. The six-figure developer with zero peace. A back-end developer from Seattle shared a story that resonated deeply with working professionals. He earned a six-figure salary, worked at a well-known company, and had the kind of resume people envy. But behind the scenes, his life was falling apart. He described waking up every Sunday with panic attacks. His job demanded long hours, late-night deployments, and work during holidays. Unlimited PTO existed only on paper. The environment was toxic, and burnout was constant. He wanted to quit. He needed to quit, but he couldn't. Not because he lacked courage, because he lacked savings. Despite a high salary, he had no emergency fund. Every paycheck was already assigned to rent, loans, bills, and lifestyle expenses. Missing even one paycheck felt terrifying. So he stayed, and his mental health paid the price. This story exposes a dangerous myth. High income equals security. It doesn't. Savings equals security. Without an emergency fund, even a $200,000 salary can feel like financial slavery. The developer admitted that if he had even 6 months of expenses saved, he would have resigned without hesitation, taken time to recover, and search for a healthier role. The lesson is clear. Money without savings gives the illusion of power, not real freedom. An emergency fund is not just financial protection, it's mental health insurance. It gives you the courage to walk away from environments that harm you. Work-life balance isn't a luxury, it's survival, and no paycheck is worth permanent burnout. Story 4. The $65,000 remote worker who won the game. This story shocked people the most because it broke every stereotype. A remote worker earning $65,000 per year shared his financial journey online. No flashy lifestyle, no luxury upgrades, no debt. While others complained that even $100,000 wasn't enough, this woman quietly built a $420,000 investment portfolio by her mid-30s. Her secret wasn't luck or crypto or side hustles. It was discipline. She avoided lifestyle inflation completely. As her income increased, her expenses stayed almost the same. She lived on about $2,800 per month and invested the rest consistently into index funds. No car payments, no credit card balances, no impulse upgrades. She explained lifestyle inflation perfectly. When income rises, people feel entitled to upgrade everything: clothes, cars, apartments, gadgets. That upgrade feels small each time, but it silently destroys compounding. She chose differently, and over time, compounding did the Chevy lifting. The lesson from this story is powerful. Wealth is not built by salary size, it's built by habits. Avoiding debt accelerates wealth faster than any raise. Money saved and invested early buys future freedom. Happiness doesn't come from the newest device. It comes from knowing you're secure. Simple living with high savings isn't boring, it's strategic. Story 5. The $300,000 techie who walked away. The final story is about freedom. A Silicon Valley engineer earning over $300,000 a year shocked everyone by quitting his job without another offer lined up. People called him reckless, but the truth was the opposite. He was prepared. He tracked every expense. He categorized needs versus wants. He built a full 12-month emergency fund. He planned the decision with his spouse. Only then did he resign. His message was simple. Money's ultimate purpose is freedom. Freedom to pause. Freedom to choose health. Freedom to say no. He proved that financial planning, not income level, creates that freedom. When expenses are controlled and savings are strong, fear loses its power. The biggest lesson across all these stories is this: money should serve you, not trap you. Degrees can get you jobs. High salaries can impress people, but financial planning gives you control over your life. And that control, that freedom, is the real definition of success.